All right, guys, here we're going to talk about the trailer for the movie The Last.
Is it just called The Last?
Well,
Yeah, okay.
it is The Last within a swastika.
A swastika.
Yeah.
So it's not a documentary. We got that out of the way. We know we're not going to be in one of those traps again.
Yeah. It would be funny if she was a Buddhist.
Oh, so Jewish family, 4 generations long. We like read the little sentence.
Yes.
The family's matriarch, the 92-year-old grandmama, makes a stunning confession, probably that she's a Nazi.
Yeah, or that the
Or that
grandfather
she slept
was
with
a
one.
zombie,
Yeah, yeah.
or she's
zombie or
actually
Nazi?
Ava Braun.
Yes, exactly.
Let's check it out. The grandmother looks very familiar. Rebecca Shaw?
She's from something.
Something, right?
I was going to say, the grandmother's actually somebody. I don't know if anybody else in this movie is an actor.
There's some, especially in the very beginning of this trailer, there's some audio like hiccup or problem or.
They're filming on the beach, so they had to ADR it or whatever.
But the ADR though is not blended. Either they I didn't watch it more than once. I saw it just now, and I'm talking about what I believe was happening. It seemed like they dropped out the audio of the beach and like had the audio of them talking directly over that file or something. It was so pronounced and clearly not there.
That sounded like Bane!
When the movie started, when the trailer started, and I didn't know anything about it, if it was American or not. I was like, wait a minute, is this dubbed in English? Yeah. Because the audio lip sync didn't seem to match, and it just seemed so pronounced. As it went on, clearly that was just the beach being an issue for the filming, and we understand that.
So from that strong start, the trailer has nowhere else to go but down.
Well, we entered this, 1 foot in the grave because we're not really drama people to
100%.
begin with. I was just curious. It had an interesting enough poster that I was like, "What is this? I'd like to know, what's exactly happening." And we kind of had guessed what this was going to be before we even read the little description.
I was joking
we don't usually
that the
read
grandma
the
was a
description.
Nazi. Yes, but so we had to read the description to figure out, because sometimes something like this will be a comedy. It'll have a weird angle. It'll have a weird thing. And I know, it's a very serious topic, but no, you can make a thing about a thing and have fun with stuff. This is having no fun. It's also having no technique or filmmaking. It seems like it just seems like a weird.
It's very handheld.
It looks like a weird fake Christian movie that's trying to send a message. Only it's about this topic. Only it's about Auschwitz.
I wasn't offended by any overt message they were trying to
no.
hit me with.
It's. I'm not comparing it to it for for that side at all.
Gotcha.
I'm saying that the filmmaking
or is the style of
or lack thereof, you know, or an instructional movie trying to teach kids safety about strangers. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not a person
this.
that is an advocate for all static shots in a movie or anything, but it didn't seem like there were any in this. And didn't seem like the use of a Steadicam or anything. It seemed like every shot seems very, very, very movement filled, except for the very ending shot of the trailer when they're by a pond or something. That seemed like it was still.
And you can point a camera at people and have them say their lines.
Yeah,
we've done it, right?
Certainly,
I get it. A film, even like a film with no money, even a film with no anything, right? You do interesting stuff visually and audioly and stuff.
Yes.
Right? You don't have to do a weird dream sequence where the flower represents her
no,
innocence.
And that's not at all what I'm even looking for.
But you should do something. This is just we point the camera at people and they say their lines and they're not good.
But it's as if the cameraman in this seems to be a human tripod. There's never a sweeping shot. There's never a panning. There's no zoom. There's no walking. There's nothing. It is that person stands there and holds the camera as still as they can, which isn't very still because the movie it has a jarring wiggle to it that would be really it may be advantageous to invest in some sort of a stabilization ability.
No, I don't know how this even got onto the main reel trailer list. Because this is probably the least. Again, I can't stress this enough. There is almost no filmmaking happening. There's no. It barely cuts to a thing. It's just literally the shots of the people. It's like watching a play in your head.
Every shot though
insane.
does seem to be nicely white balanced, but there is there's no tweaking happening. There's no post-color correction to make it feel more movie-ish.
Right.
Which isn't always needed. It's just something that, while I'm nitpicking, I might as well jump in on every angle. It does feel like somebody with just a very good camera was filming their family adequately. You know?
It's shocking. And I only assume that because this older lady here is somebody that I think I've seen before. I hope I've seen her before. I'm not just making that up.
If she's not famous, she looks like somebody.
Yes, she looks
famous.
like someone who like plays the grandma on different things. So it's either a combination of her and like the subject matter got this added to like the list of like, hey, check out the new trailers that came out, because I can't imagine how else this gets here.
It's very bizarre.
This is not a movie.
No, and it's not even a film school style movie where it's like, oh, they're following all these rules, because every shot involves a person being directly in the center of the shot. Have you noticed that? It's every single shot, and if they're not 100% in, they're like 95% in the center of the shot, unless it's a two-person shot, and then like the split between them is the center.
They just pointed the camera at the people so they could deliver their lines.
It's very
badly.
Interesting.
It's literally shocking to me. I haven't seen anything quite like this in a very long time.
But it's almost impressive that like it has made it to Apple Trailer's front page. It is a real movie in quotes, while it makes no attempt in any other way to approach real movie status.
I think this may be one of the only real examples I've ever seen of like, oh, the compelling and provocative subject matter has elevated some material that has no right to be there or whatever. Because I'm like, what the hell is going on?
We've seen far worse in the acting department, especially in the movie of the budget that I imagine this falls into.
We've done it.
But like there's no crazy acting ability on stage. Like there's not a element that I say, oh, that is what elevates it, other than the subject matter itself. So just having a quarter of a swastika on the cover seems to be enough to be like, yep.
You could envision something where you got really strong performances and there's like a really interesting script. And
this plot itself I could see being a thing.
But that's not what's happening here.
I can even see this being a pretty funny movie with the right cast.
Yeah. Exactly. Ma, what? And the whole thing happening. That's where I was hoping this was going, but then it became instantly apparent that like we're not going there. No, this I'm gonna classify this like as not a movie. I have to be like, this is not a real movie. I can't even rate this or like respond to this. Thank you.
No, I will call it like it is a B movie. It is probably like a higher tier of a drama nature you're gonna get in a B movie, because B movie dramas usually are brutal because they try to take on so much, and I do feel like they were able to get all the things they took on here. It doesn't nothing. There's nothing out of the depth of the person creating this film. There's no like, oh, and we had to have this crazy chemistry and sex scene with this person that wouldn't actually do a sex scene, so we had to cut it artistically, and then we showed blue and whatever. Like, there's no bullshit here. There's no scenes where, oh, they had to fake a nightclub that they couldn't get, and it's really this person's backyard.
And 3 people,
No, like everything about this seems like again, you executed this to the best of your ability. There's no crazy egregious errors in the planning. It just seems the execution was not exactly there. Like, again, you could have done with a better DP, and I think you could have ended up with a fine movie.
It did not have a DP.
Well, there's somebody who got a credit for a DP.
Yes.
But yeah.
I don't consider this film. I'm thumbsing it down. Thank you.
Oh, no, I'm giving it a thumbs down. I don't want to see it.
Exactly.
And I couldn't see myself ever wanting to see it, but it walked into that almost by just being what it is. The subject and the genre already was like the thumb was teetering down, and in the fact that there's not really any skill in the film department on this.
I expected to say, hey, this actually seems like it might be interesting, but this is not my type of movie, right? And here I am saying it is not a movie at all.
It's very dry.
Yes, thank you.
All right, guys, that's our thoughts on this. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.